Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my gardening channel called Garden Affair. Today I thought I'd bring you guys along and kind of show you some things that have been happening pest-wise and some blooms that are happening in the garden. I also wanted to give you a grapevine update because the grapevine is loaded with grapes. So this thus far it's doing pretty good, which is surprising. But I'll get into more detail on that a little later. So let me bring you in and show you a few things. Actually, while we're back here, I thought it would be interesting to point out, you might be able to notice in this video that there are some CDs hanging on some of my tomato cages. And that's to deter the bugs, because that's to deter birds, because they have been topping off my plants, like just going in and pinching off the tops of my plants, which is driving me nuts. So, but anyways, I'll show you kind of what they've been doing and kind of bring you in for a closer look at that, and a closer look at some beautiful vegetable blooms, and we'll look at the grapes. So let's do that right now. Okay, so this is what's left of one of my okra plants. It's a good thing I planted 4 of these, because so far I'm down to 3, so 3 to go still yet, so can't complain too much. And here is a dill that I planted that as you can see, the birds just literally, and I know it's the birds because I saw them do this, and you can see that it is been bitten in half. So I think that these are the 2 major problems. I also did have some basil that has been totally taken out of the ground, but so I'm hoping that the CDs really deter them, and so far it really does seem to be working. But this is day 2, so we'll see. So let me show you some blooms now that's happening. Okay, so this is a courgette bloom. This is a male flower, and you can tell that it's a male flower by the stem on it. If it's a female flower, you will be able to tell that it has fruit. The stem will look like a tiny summer squash or zucchini. These blooms close up during the day, and this one is preparing to close up. And another thing that that happens to these is they don't last very long. They will fall off of the plant in a couple days. So in the first year I grew these, I was completely concerned. First of all, they would close up during the day, which was kind of weird to me. Flower, that's a weird flower. But they didn't last very long. They fall off in a couple days. So, and I usually, if they do fall off, or when they fall off, I usually pull them. I'll pick them up off the ground from around the plant, and that's just to keep the area around it clean. And I think that, I don't know, I feel that it deters the bugs. It will keep the bugs from smelling the plant, or at least the bad bugs anyways. And when I say bad bugs, I've had vine boring worms before. So and what they do is they get inside of your stem of your plant, and that's how they feed off of it. So yeah, but if that happens, and I hope that it doesn't, but if that happens this year, I'll bring you along. So and those things are kind of not an if it happens, it's kind of a when it happens. Unfortunately. But yeah, I'll bring you guys along and kind of show you that too, if it happens, or when it happens. But yeah, this is one of my favorite blooms in the garden. Right now, as you can see, it is closing up because it does close up during the day, which is an interesting strategy for a vegetable. But anyways, let's see if I can find something else to show you guys. I have some blooms on the cucumber here. These aren't opened up just yet. It looks like there's something that's been eating on them, but I'll get in there and do a closer inspection. I'm telling you, this year has been one for the bugs, for sure. Bugs and birds. But yeah, but the cucumbers are looking pretty good. I'm bringing out this one over here has started to climb. I think that one may be a cantaloupe, so I must just do the fact that its growth rate and things like that. So we'll see. I did plant a couple different kinds of cucumbers, though. I planted a straight 8 cucumber and a Boston pickling cucumber. So but we'll see what happens. Let's move on to something else to look at. Okay, so this is a pea blossom, and I have started to get some peas. So exciting. What a beautiful, neat, subtle flower. Also, right down below here, you can see is a pea that's started forming, and I do have a couple more down here. But yeah, I'm starting to get peas on here, so I'm gonna have to get to it and see if I can start picking them on a every other day basis, because peas will sometimes get out of hand. And these are sugar snap peas. They're not the long podded peas. I do have, or the long pod peas. I do have some of those, but they right now are not they're not coming to fruition at this point, but they will, I'm sure of it, in the future. But yeah, looking forward to getting a few beautiful peas. Let's look at something else now. Kind of wanted to bring you in for a closer shot of my bird deterrent, or my attempt to deter birds. But what I've done is I've tied a rubber band, and I chose rubber band because of its elasticity. I figure it would be more active and turn. Right now it's pretty calm, so, but as you can see, it's still having some kind of movement. And the idea of this is to scare the birds. The light will reflect off of it, kind of like a prism, and shine on the ground, and I think it scares the birds. And I've seen other people do this, so I thought I would give it a try. This is the first year that I've actually I've actually done this, so I'm not sure if it will work, or, you know, for a long period of time. My birds around here are pretty smart, so I kind of think that they'll get used to it and not be scared of it. But it does create like a prism, and creates kind of like a visual movement on the ground. So, and it reflects due to the reflection of the light. But I've just tied cut a rubber band and tied one end to the tomato post, and of course the other end I've just tied around the CD and the loop. But yeah, I'll kind of keep you guys updated and let you know if this works or not. But this is the second day, so, but again, my birds are pretty smart, and I think that they'll soon realize that it won't hurt them. But, and I've not had problems in the past with birds, but I think I've got some neighbors that are bird lovers, so they feed the birds and they water the birds. So hopefully this year this will deter them. And I'm a bird lover too. I just don't love them eating my vegetables and herbs, and well, I don't like them eating my plants. So but yeah, I wanted to show you this. So we'll see if there's anything else that I can kind of show you. Okay, look at this. I think that if I can keep the birds off of this, I think that I might be getting a few grapes this year. So I am so looking forward to this. And I think I had stated in a previous video that in past years I believed that I had trimmed this grapevine too harshly. So last year I didn't trim it as harshly, and I think that was the key to this year's bloom and production. But just the roundness, it's just so neat. I think I'm getting pretty good grape pods on it. So yeah, there are some that could be a little bit more better formed, I suppose, but they still have grapes on them, and yeah, and I'm sure that they will taste just as great as the ones that are formed well. But looking forward to getting some grapes if I can beat the birds to it. And this is not for the birds, by the way. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I will continue to do updates and kind of show you the growth and see what we have. The grapevine, I'll show you harvest when it's ready to harvest. I'll show you how I harvest them, or how I'm going to come up with a harvesting, because I've actually never harvested grapes before, so I'll show you how I do it. So but yeah, looking forward to this. I appreciate you guys watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, or don't like and subscribe. This is not a bag-a-thon. Thanks for watching. Bye.